Good to see you here. Obviously, the World Test Championship, you won it in the inaugural edition. Currently, you are ranked number 3. You've not played a lot of test matches in this championship, but you've got about 8 games coming up in very short time. How important is it to do well and to make it to the finals in June?
Yeah, I think since the Test Championship came in, it's obviously put a bit of context around Test cricket. So the importance of each game and each series is highlighted. So we've had a bit of a break from Test cricket since the end of our home summer, and now we've got an important part, I guess, in the scheme of things in terms of the Test Championship cycle. So the rest of our cycles over the next, we've got 8 games in between now and December. So it's an exciting time for us as a Test side, and there's some tough challenges ahead of us. Sri Lanka here in Sri Lanka, obviously India, and then England at home. So it's an exciting time for us as a Test side.
How disappointing was it the Afghanistan Test match got rained off? It would have been an ideal preparation for you guys heading into 5 games in subcontinent.
Yeah, disappointing, but where there's one thing we can't control, and it would have been nice to have had a game, a Test match against an improving nation. So it was disappointing, but we still spent the week. We got some positives out of it. We obviously got some training in. We've done some great training here. We spent some time together as a Test side. It's been a while since we've been together, so to have that time together and bonding over that time we had in India was as important as well.
On a personal note, you are 20 wickets short of becoming the second New Zealand to get to 400 wickets and 51 wickets away from Sir Richard Hadlee. Obviously the first one looks quite possible, and you think you can have a crack at the record for most wickets by New Zealand?
I guess over time, and you sort of play for a long period of time, and you're able to, I guess, come close to those. It's still 20 wickets away as a lot of toil, especially in this part of the world. So it's I think every game you're going out to try and do your role, take some wickets for the side, and it'd be nice, I guess, if you do achieve those milestones along the way. But it's focus is solely on I guess the challenges that we face here in Sri Lanka, and then we move on to I guess India as well. So it's an exciting time. It's a tough place to come as a pace bowler, but if you can have success in this part of the world as a pace bowler, it's very, very rewarding.
Tim, as you declare the test squad for India and Sri Lanka series, it was said that you are not going to play in each and every test match during these 2 tours. So on the other hand, there are a lot of spinners around you, and ball is renowned for 8 spinners. Any thoughts of having a couple of spinners in the team tomorrow?
I hope we've got a couple of spinners in the squad. I think historically here in Gaul in particular, the spinners played a big part. When you come to this part of the world, you expect spin to play a big part. But as, like I said, as pace bowlers, if you can come here and do well, it's a tough challenge, but a very rewarding challenge. And I think you look at the balance of the squad. We've got specialist spinners. We've got guys in the top order that can offer spin options, as well as 4 quality seam bowlers which offer different options as well. We've got so I think we've got a number of bases covered. It's just, I guess, figuring out what balance is the right one to go in on these conditions, and that can change from the first match to the second match, and then obviously when you go to India it can change again. So I think it's about having a squad that can cover all bases, which I think we've got.
What kind of assistance you get from Ranganathan?
Yeah, a guy who's had he's taken over 100 Test wickets on this ground, been a Sri Lankan great. So we've got 3 left-arm spinners in the squad, which he's been working closely with, along with our other spinners. So I think just having his experience, his knowledge of conditions here in this part of the world, and in particular a ground that he had a lot of success at. So guys have been working closely with him, and it's nice to have that knowledge floating around the changing room.
So in Rangana's case, you have taken the service of Rangana only for this team series, but with a long time prospect.
Sorry, what was the?
You have taken the service of Rangana only for this series, or having the big picture in top?
I guess with this series having been in Sri Lanka and his services in the past. I remember, I think 2012, we had 𝗦𝗨𝗕𝗦𝗖𝗥𝗜𝗕𝗘 join us. We've had 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪 join us at different times as well. So I guess having that option to tap into local knowledge and trying to I guess use them for as much as we can in the time that we're here. So I don't know whether that'll open opportunities further down the track for that when you come to this part of the world in particular. We've obviously, when you play back in New Zealand, pace bowling does majority of the bowling, and obviously 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪 is newly appointed bowling coach. So I think to have that option of specialist spin bowling coach in this part of the world is important for our spinners.
Kane Williamson averages more than 70 against Sri Lanka. So what about his experience, especially against Sri Lankan spinners?
Yeah, I think Kane's against any opposition, he's a great guy to have on your side. He's been a tremendous performer for us, and it's just a great guy to have on your side. So a side that he's had a lot of success against, a place in Sri Lanka where he's had success as well. So I guess his experience, along with a number of other guys that have played Test cricket here as well, and mixed in with some guys that haven't played a lot in this part of the world, but yeah, we've had some great trainings. Guys have been tapping into Kane and other guys that have played in this part of the world. So